Hello friends, welcome to the garage. Today we're going to build a substitute for a bandsaw for under $25. Keep in mind this is just a prototype. I will perfect it, and as it is built now it doesn't have any safety guards. It is critical that when you buy your inexpensive jigsaw, you buy one that has a T sign, like I'm going to show you in a moment, and not one that you need some kind of tool to remove, as they are very well known of flying off the equipment, and that could be very dangerous. So only purchase something with a T sign. And let us show you how we're going to build that. Thank you. I started using a 2x6, and I used my bandsaw to create an opening that is about half the size of the base of the jigsaw I was using. I used the jigsaw itself to draw that size, and here I just did a silly mistake by turning my saw off by hitting it with a board. But the plus side is that it made enough of a mark for me to be able to rotate the board and actually cut the other side. This process is very easy and everyone can do it, and you're going to see why I'm doing it this way in a moment. This is a simple way that eliminates any more measuring than tracing the base of your jigsaw on the piece of the 2x6 and you're going to end up in essence with a half an opening. As you know, I do not like measuring, and the reason for that is because that is the most common reason beginning woodworkers give up on this great art, because measuring can be very cumbersome and sometimes makes very little sense, and also is the number one place where people make mistakes. By eliminating continuous measuring, by doing things in a way that doesn't require it, we make the process simpler and therefore more attractive for beginning woodworkers, and avoiding disappointment or lack of confidence. The bandsaw, this is real time because I wanted to explain what was happening. It is not really exciting, but I like the bandsaw because, as you can see right there, it makes nice square cuts, unlike a table saw that you have to go beyond your markings in order to make the final cut. And here I'm just taking up the part that it is almost like a small triangle that I use to change directions. I'm now resawing the board, and you can see why I only cut half of the opening, because I'm going to saw the board in half and then connect the two halves and create exactly the opening I want. Resawing is a great way to utilize material. You need to be very careful, however, because the blade is hidden, and you need to be very careful. And also, you must not resaw the whole piece in an attempt of doing it all at once. But as you can see here, I take a little bit at a time and then I raise the blade up. That puts less strain on the saw itself and allows for a better, cleaner cut overall. It takes a little more time, but it is the right way to actually do it. And in a moment you're going to see that we are going to have two nice pieces together. Two pieces split apart, and we can join them together to make the top of our device. And here we're going just about ready to make the final cut. Again, be slow and careful and methodic with it, and you're going to master the resawing process. As you can see, I have the two pieces, and I'm using my planer to plane them, since resawing often leaves a little edge ridge in the middle. Now, if you don't have a planer, you can do that by using a sander it just takes a little more effort, but again, you don't need to have a planer to do that. A sander will work just fine in this case. I must admit I love having a planer. It has speeded up a lot of my projects and it is a very fun machine to use. I go back and forward until I'm satisfied with the result. And now I'm going to use my edger because I plan to connect those two pieces to create the final top of my box that will contain the jigsaw. Again, you don't need to have a planer. You can also achieve the same result by doing some sanding here, or you can have a hand plane. Both methods work equally well. But there is no doubt that the planer makes this process much faster. Here you can see where I was going for with this whole process, putting the two pieces together, and I'm going to glue them with standard wood glue. Wait a couple of hours. Of course, we're not going to wait in the video, but after I glue them, we'll wait a couple of hours and then we'll continue the build. Here I'm just taking care. It is not critical that everything is perfect. Again, I can use my planer. It has enough width that I could put this whole piece through and make sure that there is no problem. And I'm trying different ways here to do the clamping. But you can see it taking shape very nicely. I usually like to put wax paper under my piece, and I just realized I forgot to do that, so my piece will not glue itself to my bends. Now you see I took it apart and then I put wax paper underneath it and I put it back together. And now I'm going to wait. While I'm waiting, I'm cutting the sides of the box, and this is something I would have done differently, and I will do different on the final. Remember, this is just a prototype. But the only thing you need to be concerned here is that you create enough of a box that can actually fit the jigsaw you purchase. And if you can do that, then you don't have to worry about anything else in this stage. A miter saw that is actually able to cut the whole width one time. Here you see the final project, and you can see how nicely it cuts through a piece of wood. And also it has an advantage over a bandsaw, and that is that if you have a piece that you want to start cutting in the middle, you can go from above and achieve that.
Ready?
It is very easy to change a sand blade, as you can see here. I'm just removing it and reinserting it. And again, it's critical that you choose a saw with a sand blade for your safety. Yes. It looks exactly like that. There are many different types of blades that you can purchase for various types of activities, including metal cutting.
I don't know what I put with the thing, but I don't need to turn it on again.
Hello friends, and this is our final build. As you can see, our jigsaw rests in here, and we have used the tie just to keep the trigger on, and then we're using a remote control to turn it on and off. And as you can see, I can turn it on, a unit, and off with a very inexpensive device that I bought at Walmart, and that is just a remote control thing. Again, this operates exactly like a bandsaw you saw me earlier cutting this piece of wood, without having to spend over $100 to buy one. I plan to make modifications to this. This is my first prototype. I hope you did enjoy this build. I certainly enjoyed it and I learned a lot. If you did, please smash the like button. If you didn't, the other button works as well. But if you enjoy this channel and what we do here, please join us, subscribe, and comment to be part of the community. I appreciate you watching and I appreciate your support. I will see you next Wednesday with a fast tip video, and next Sunday with another build. Have a good week.